Okay, so number 15. The following are observed frequencies. Here they are. So category 1, 20, category 2, 30, category 3, 20, category 4, 3, category 5, 40. The null hypothesis is, so I'll write it over here. Oh gosh. Sorry. The null hypothesis is that P1 equals 0.35, P2 equals 0.25, whoops, P3 equals 0.1, P4 equals 0.1, and P5 equals 0.2. So we want to compute the expected frequencies. The expected frequencies. I'm going to add another expected. The expected frequencies. Because this is what's observed. But the null hypothesis says I expect 35% of the values to be in P1. I expect 25% of the values to be in category 2. I expect 10% to be in category 3, 10% in category 4, and 20% in category 5. That's what we expect. So let's compute that. How many values are there in total? Total is 20 plus 30 plus 20 plus 3 plus 40. How many total observed, right? So that's 50. 50 plus 20 is 70. 70 plus 40 is 110. 113. That's the total, right? So, for category 1, I expect 0.35, 35% of 113. 39.55. So the expected value for category 1, I'm going to rewrite this because I need more space. So let's rewrite it. Category observed expected. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So category 1 observed is 20, 30, 23, and 40. Now, 35% of 113, we calculated that, and we got 39.55. Okay, sorry about that. That's what we expect from category 1. Category 2, what do we expect? We expect 25%, 0.25. of 113. That's 28.25. Maybe I should put some vertical segments here. Category 3, we expect 10% of 113. Right, just move the decimal point over one place. That's 11.3. And the same for category 4, 11.3. And category 5, we expect 20% or 2 times that, so 22.6. Those are the expected frequencies. So now let's compute the value of chi-squared. Looks like an X, not really, kind of. Chi-squared. I'm going to go to my formulas. And I believe we're in chapter 11 now. Here's chi-squared. The sum of the observed value minus the expected value squared divided by E. That's chi-squared. Chi-squared is the sum of the observed value minus the expected value squared divided by E. Now that's a little annoying to write in, but you know, we can do it. It's fine. It'll happen. It'll work. So, in fact, let me rewrite this formula over here. Have more space. The sum of the observed minus the expected squared over E. The sum of all of that. So, I'm going to show this by hand, and then I'll show it with the calculator. So the observed value is 20 minus the expected value of 39.55 squared divided by the expected value of 39.55. And it's the sum, so I add it to the next one. 30 is the observed minus the expected squared over the expected. Plus the third one, 20 minus 11.3 squared divided by 11.3. Plus the fourth one, 3 minus 11.3. That's a big difference there. Squared. Well, not really. Just relatively. Divided by 11.3. This is a bigger one, right? And even this here. Plus 40 minus 22.6 squared divided by 22.6. I wrote it there. You gotta trust me. I am going to type all of this, hopefully, into my calculator, and then I'll show you how to do it otherwise. Okay. Let's try this now. Yeah. So let's do parentheses. 20 minus 39.55 close parentheses squared divided by 39.55 plus, but the next one, 30 minus 28.25 squared, stop me if I put in anything incorrectly, divided by 28.25 plus parentheses 20 minus 11.3 close parentheses squared divided by 11.3 plus open parentheses 3 minus 11.3 close parentheses squared divided by 11.3 plus 40 minus 22.6 close parentheses squared divided by 22.6. Ooh, I hope that's right. 35.963. That's my chi-squared. 35.963. I can also do this with the calculator. It's a little different, it's a little stranger, it's different than the other processes we have. But we can get 35.963. Let's try it. I'm going to clear my lists. Second memory for clear all lists. Okay. Stat, edit. First column, observe the values. Second column, expected values. Whoops, not 220. 20, 30, 23, 40. 39.55, 28.25, 11.3, 11.3, 22.6. Okay. Then I'm going to exit out of here. I'm going to hit second quit. I'm not going to stat to calculate anything because I can't exactly calculate this using that feature. But what I will select is second and stat for the list feature because we're working with our lists, right? I need to go over to, I need to go over to math because I'm doing math with those lists. And number 5 is the sum. That's what I want. I want the sum of, and I'm using this, what I'm typing in is exactly this formula. The sum of, now I'm typing this, parentheses, I go back to list again because I'm pulling out my list, L1, that's my observed, they're in L1, minus, list again, or even, you don't necessarily have to go to list, right? Where is it? You see here? L1, L2, L3, L4, L5, L6. It's a short way to get there. Or you can go back to list. So I can even go second L2 squared. Oh, observed minus expected, that's list 1 minus list 2 squared, divided by list 2 second list 2. Close that parentheses. When I hit that button, that'll give me chi-squared. Here it is, 35.963. It's another way to get there. Okay? Same thing.